Well, let's have a look here. I wrote to the National Association for the Prevention of Child Abuse and Neglect, also known as NAPCAN. They told me that they don't have a position on male circumcision. They said NAPCAN does not have a position on male circumcision. Then she added a little further that they do have a position. She said NAPCAN's position is that. So that was doublespeak. You'd expect that from a hypocritical organisation in the child protection industry that won't protect boys. You'd expect that. What did she say to me? She said, "Thank you for your correspondence and our sincere apologies that we have not responded sooner." I don't think she would ever have responded, actually, if I hadn't wrote again firmly and asked her for a response. I told her that my questions were reasonable. I asked her if genital integrity was a human right for male children, that whether or not human rights were dependent upon gender, the right to genital integrity, and whether or not it was related to gender. Anyway, she says, "Thank you for your correspondence and our sincere apologies that we have not responded sooner. NAPCAN, that is the National Association for the Prevention of Cruelty and Neglect, NAPCAN does not have a position on male circumcision." So hear that? She said, NAPCAN does not have a position on male circumcision. It does, however, now she's going to give the position that they have. It does, however, support the stance of the Australian health system that it is not available in public hospitals and understands that there are occasions when such procedures are in the medical interests of children. Such occasions are rare, of course. Such occasions are rare. NAPCAN's position is that parents should understand all the facts and consider them fully before proceeding with any type of procedures. Did you hear that? She said NAPCAN's position is that parents should understand all of the facts and consider them fully before proceeding with any type of procedures. So the paragraph started off saying NAPCAN does not have a position on male circumcision. Then she says NAPCAN's position is that parents should understand all of the facts and consider them fully before proceeding with any type of procedures. And in between saying that they have no position and they do have a position, she says that they support the position of the Australian health system, which is that male genital mutilation shouldn't be available in public hospitals. So they're having she's sitting on the fence, isn't she? She's sitting on the fence. The Royal Australasian College of Physicians has a policy on childhood circumcision, generally not recommended, and is usually religious grounds or social for a minority of parents. This group is getting smaller as social scene changes. That may all be very well, but thousands of boys are still cut every year. They are in Australia. Thousands of boys are cut. Thank you for bringing this issue to our attention. We will investigate the issue further. I wonder if you will investigate the issue further. I really wonder that. Sincerely, Madelene McGrath. Madelene McGrath, National Stakeholder Manager at NAPCAN, the National Child Protection Organisation. So she's sitting on the fence there. She's almost arguing that religion and religious and cultural grounds are a reasonable excuse for male genital mutilation. She wouldn't accept that argument if a girl was going to have a pinprick on her genitalia. She wouldn't, would she? She wouldn't. Thank you for bringing this issue to our attention. We will investigate the issue further. I wonder, you haven't investigated it up to now, have you? In all the years that your organisation has been around, you haven't investigated it up to now. You haven't cared. You never gave a fuck, basically, did you? Did you, dear? You didn't. You don't have a position on male circumcision. Well, you fucking well ought to have a position on male circumcision. Genital integrity is a human right for boys. You ought to have a fucking position. You say you do not have, NAPCAN does not have a position on male circumcision. Then you say that NAPCAN's position is that parents should understand all of the facts and consider them fully before proceeding with any type of procedures. So you're fucking well saying you do not have a position, and then you're saying that it's basically up to the parents to do what they fucking will like. You wouldn't say that about a little girl, would you? If I read this paragraph again, NAPCAN does not have a position on female circumcision. And you said NAPCAN's position is that parents should understand all of the facts and consider them fully before proceeding with any type of procedures, including, on cultural and religious grounds. You wouldn't accept that at all. You're sitting on the fence and you don't give a fuck about male genital mutilation. You're using doublespeak. You don't give a fuck about the genital integrity of boys' human rights. And you're using doublespeak because you're a hypocrite. You've told me you don't have a position and you've told me you do have a position. You're a fucking hypocrite, and this YouTube video will expose you, Madelene McGrath, for the hypocrite that you are. I'm going to post it.